Hi everybody. This is gonna be an off-the-cuff video, not really scripted or anything. So I'm Chow Clips or Brendan Yu. I'm primarily an artist for tabletop RPGs, and I primarily work in an old school kind of ink style. I've had a few requests from people who want to know how to get started in making art just in general or for RPGs or whatever. And I was thinking about making a video, but honestly I'm not the best person for the job. So instead I thought I'd do the next best thing, which is to refer you guys to a bunch of channels that I think have excellent content, primarily for pen and ink art, but I might do another video for art in general. So it's just going to be a bunch of artists whose videos I really enjoy, and I like watching their videos and I get a lot out of them. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so first up is Alonso D, who I learned how to do pen and inking from a long time ago. I really recommend his book as well on the subject matter. His YouTube channel has a lot of very good stuff, primarily detailing the fundamentals, but also the mindset behind being an artist and how to grow. He has a lot of videos on how to portray form in a realistic manner, and I think it's a really good resource for people who are starting out. I also like how easy and relatable he makes the content. He assumes that you have basically very little background in it, which I think is good for a beginner, and at least most of his videos do. I'll recommend going through his old videos as well, stuff dating to like 10 years ago. Those are still a good source of valuable information. Okay, the next person on the list, well, the next channel on the list, but also person, is Chloe Gendron, or Chloe Gendron. I apologize if I butchered that. She has really good videos, primarily on dip pen, which I've been starting to use a lot lately, so it's been extremely helpful. And I've been going through a lot of her videos. She tends to make a lot of videos about how to study certain artists, like Bernie Wrightson, Frank Frazetta, so on and so forth. And I think it's valuable to look at these old masters and be able to learn lessons from them, so that's primarily what her channel is focused on, and I think it's an excellent source of information. Her stuff is focused, I believe, on more advanced techniques when you already have a hang of the fundamentals, but there are certain videos of hers that go through those fundamentals as well. I think my favorite video of hers is her Frank Frazetta video, which I've rewatched several times. It's really interesting and I hope to do more studies in future. Okay, next is Luke Inc. His art is astounding, it's really good, and he covers a lot of things regarding dip pens as well. So Luke has a strong focus on varied texture and brings a lot of life to his drawings that way. My favorite video from his is probably 5 qualities of a great ink drawing, if I'm remembering the title of that right. Very concise video, gives a lot of good examples, and just a fantastic channel to watch. Okay, so next is Stephen Trevor's art, whose YouTube channel is mind-boggling. He primarily deals with landscapes using a fine liner for most of his work, and I think his advice is extremely useful, especially the stuff on perspective. If you're into doing landscape or urban sketching, this is an awesome resource. I found myself a lot more comfortable with doing landscape and architectural drawings after watching his channel. Okay, last but not least, the channel that actually inspired this video in the first place. It's not actually a pen and ink focused channel, but I believe that a lot of the artists that they feature prominently do pen and ink work, amazing pen and ink work, and that channel is Heavy Art Talk. So the channel is about heavy metal leaning art and commentary, as well as talking about the music and stuff like that. For me, I listen to a bit of metal here and there. I'm not exactly the most hardcore of them all. I think a lot of my friends have a lot more crazy taste than I do. I have been listening to a lot more metal because of this channel though. Recently I've been listening to Green Lung, Castle Rat, and Slower. So pretty good stuff, I'd recommend them. But yeah, this channel, they have a lot of interviews with a lot of artists who do album covers and stuff like that. A lot of them tend to be pen and ink artists who do insanely detailed work. There's also draw-alongs as well. They do live draw-alongs. They also have a bunch of videos covering processes of various artists. They've also introduced me to a lot of amazing artists like Mark Riddick, Carolyn Harrison, Shoggoth Kinetics, Sawblade666. But yeah, very cool stuff. I've gained a newfound appreciation for not just the art of it, but also the music. And I think the interviewer, Lee, is a very genuine and very thoughtful interviewer. He asks a lot of questions that I feel give a lot of detailed insight into how these artists actually work. And I've just been binge watching the videos nonstop. I think my favorite one is the interview with Mark Riddick, because Mark seems like such a likable guy. Oh yeah, I guess before I end off the video, I should show off a piece that I'm working on. Check that out. Yeah, I'm starting to learn how to use a dip pen, and it's incredibly fun. I love how much control you get over the pen. I think it's a lot more dynamic than using fine liners, at least for me. Being used to a brush pen and stuff like that. Really enjoying myself. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. In the future, I would like to make some videos on how to do art, but like I said, I might not be the best person to do those videos. So I hope that these channels can inspire you like they inspired me. And if you guys want to see a video on general art recommendations, such as books, videos, stuff like that, I can do that as well. Just let me know. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this video and stay safe. See you next time.